cars sideways. All the cars are loose down in the corner. The track is wet. It's Gordon.
How's it going, you hooligans? Hopefully everyone's having a good Monday. I'm recording this on Sunday night because, well, this goes up on Patreon Sunday night. So quick shout out to all the Patreon supporters. Thank you guys so much, as always. And then on Monday, we talk about NASCAR. And on Sunday, we actually uploaded a F1 video. And it got a lot of support and a lot of comments. And thank you guys for that. I appreciate that. Again, anytime I upload something that's not NASCAR and it gets support from you guys, I really appreciate that. It just makes me feel a lot happier because it's not, NASCAR content. It's great and all. That's what you guys are here for, as always. And I love doing that. But just to be able to do something else, whether it be Formula One or, that random cycling video that keeps blowing up, that's just really cool. So thank you guys so much. Disclaimer at the beginning of this video. I was taking an exam when the race started. So imagine my confusion when I finished the exam and I'm like, all right, because it was a long day. I was going to watch F1 race, had to make a really random video on the F1 race, which I wasn't expecting. Still had to study throughout the morning and then during making that video for my exam. Take the exam, miss the start of the NASCAR race, then have to start watching the NASCAR race, turn on the TV to realize that nothing's going on. It's raining. And then I went to Twitter just to see a bunch of one-word tweets like, wow, whoa, what the hell? Oh my God. Yeah, that was very interesting. So yeah, I wasn't expecting a random race at New Hampshire in the middle of July, in the middle of the NASCAR season would be, the beginning of the race would be something you just can't miss. Well, yeah, it was something you can't miss, and I missed it. So we'll touch on it, because I think this is going to be a main point of the video, because it took out Kyle Busch, and it took out Martin Truex Jr., two really good, possibly dominant race cars, right at the beginning of the race. Now, in normal situations, if we had practice and qualifying, if teams were able to bring their backup cars, if this happened, I would find it hard to believe that NASCAR probably would not let the teams bring the backup cars. But because of the world situation and the season situation, yes, the world's kind of going back to normal, but for cost-saving purposes and just for logistical reasons, because teams need to know, practice and qualifying really is not coming back this year. It'll come back next year. So teams don't bring the backup cars, which, it took me a while to understand that. Once I got all the information from you guys on Twitter, I was like, wait a minute, why aren't they bringing out a backup car or something? And I realized that they don't have one because, there is no practice qualifying. There's no reason to bring it. You just show up and race. So Kyle Busch and Martin Truex Jr. and even Denny Hamlin to an extent, who got some damage, but mainly Kyle Busch, who was the first one to enter that corner. On lap 6, it started raining. It didn't. I take that back. Again, I wasn't watching at this time, so I'm going based off information that I was told. It was raining, apparently. It didn't start. It was raining for a little bit, and NASCAR has this thing where they sometimes like to race through the mist or race through light rain just so the track doesn't go away quicker. But this was at the beginning of the race, and it got too wet in turn 1, and as soon as Kyle Busch and Truex went in there, they just won around, and Denny Hamlin as well went around but didn't really receive much damage. And that's the end for Kyle Busch. That there is no 2001 All-Star race situation where you can, the whole field wrecks, Gordon, Harvick, everyone, but it's an All-Star race for $1 million. You bring out the backup car and then Gordon wins it in the backup car. Was that car a little bit illegal? Maybe, pretty probably. But yeah, no, Kyle Busch doesn't get that benefit. And let's just say fans were angry. One of my top replies on Twitter was I asked, what happened? Because I just tweeted. I was like, I don't know what happened. NBC's doing like interviews. So I'm trying to scroll through Twitter and there's so many tweets. I'm just like, okay, I'm just going to tweet out what happened. And one of the top replies I got immediately was, you don't want to know. Go back to taking your exam. And that's when I knew. I was like, okay, yeah, this is not good. Now, if you're here to see me bash NASCAR, I'm not. That's an interesting situation. Race control for NASCAR is always questionable. We know that. And NASCAR is usually a comedy show sometimes when it comes to race control. What's a caution? What's not a caution? Today, we still don't know what is a caution, what isn't a caution. Throw cautions out for specific entertainment reasons. Even if one car does a half spin, sometimes that's no caution. But if the race is really boring and a car does a half spin, that is a caution. Throw random phantom cautions, do all this nonsense. We never know with the caution idea. This was a and I would love to know who actually makes the call up in race control. But yeah, this was a situation where they thought they could they thought. I mean, apparently, if it was raining more than a lap, which apparently it was raining from the start of the race, and this happened on lap 6, then yes, they are in a big amount of trouble, to the point that Steve O'Donnell had to go into the booth with Junebug Burton and Mr. Crew Chief Steve Letarte, and he had to do some explanations and kind of save face. So that's how you knew it was bad, because, you know, NASCAR sent O'Donnell up there, and I don't think anyone cared what he said, so it didn't really matter. But yeah, it happens. You know, there's no reason. Well, I take that back. If I'm Kyle Busch and Martin Truex Jr. and I'm their teams and I'm their crew chiefs, oh, I'm so unbelievably angry. Yeah, that's like to get to be first and second, and so you guys you earn that first second spot, and now it's actually the worst place you could be when it actually randomly starts raining. Yeah, I would be absolutely livid. And Kyle Busch did not really comment too much, because I think he knows if he said anything, well, he'd probably get in trouble, and he likes his money. He probably got fined last week during the Atlanta situation, so he likes his money. He doesn't want to get fined again. But yeah, that situation was just hilarious. Not to the positives, you know, without NASCAR trying to screw it up and be a comedy show. To the positives, the race was great. Race was fantastic. I've always liked New Hampshire as a racetrack. I'll admit I don't really remember the last few New Hampshire races. I know the PJ1. I hate this stupid PJ1 grip. The only time I ever want PJ1 grip on a track is Bristol, because they ruined Bristol. So to get Bristol back to being Bristol, you have to make the bottom lane like a grip strip. So that's why I like it there. But it was I don't really like the PJ1 anywhere else. This whole idea of making the top lane have PJ1 in it. Sometimes if you just leave a track alone and let rubber build up and bring a good race car, the way the track is designed as it was, you can get great racing. You don't need the top to be OP, and you don't need the bottom to be OP. You can just let the track be how it was designed to be, which New Hampshire is a very well designed driver racetrack. You have the bottom lane that's a little bit less apron than the middle and the third lane. And yes, there was a little bit of PJ1 on there from previous races, like from the previous years. It didn't completely go away, but that actually helped. Having just a little bit extra grip in that third lane, it really, well, even if it was just a little bit, it really evened out everything. We saw some fantastic racing. Just more proof that I don't understand what NASCAR's thinking with their intermediate package, because they can legitimately see right in front of us, if you put a smaller spoiler on the back of the car and you give drivers more horsepower and you create off-throttle time, even though it drives like a short track. My camera froze again. I'm still dealing with this issue. Yeah, I already contacted Elgato. I'm angry. But anyways, where was I? I understand it's a short track, but if you drive, and off throttle time, there's a lot of slowing down. But it is the same philosophy as intermediate tracks. If you go full throttle with a lot of downforce, you won't create passing. You will enhance dirty air effects because the air is not flowing correctly over the car, and you will make worse racing. And it'll be either pack racing or worse rate, whatever you want to say. Everyone will be going the same speed. It'll be terrible. You have a smaller spoiler. You create off-throttle time. You create side-by-side racing. They literally do it at short tracks. I don't understand why they want... Can you guys answer that for me? We do it at short tracks. We do it at 1 mile tracks. You can easily see the benefits. So at the intermediates, why do you want to go the opposite way? Really is mind-boggling to me. I'll never understand. But then again, we are talking about NASCAR here, so I do not understand most of the things they do. Great race, and you saw everything that I loved about NASCAR racing here. You were able to, arguably my favorite thing about NASCAR, get up right behind someone, get on that left rear, and take the air off of them, get them a little bit sideways, and you could probably run someone up the track as well. Listen, I have a thing about with NASCAR racing. I always like the bottom to be the preferred lane, because if the bottom is the preferred lane, you're able to move someone out of the way. I love that. So all the racetracks where the bottom is the preferred lane, I love. And all the racetracks where the top is the preferred lane, I noticed to myself that I'm not, the most happy about those tracks. It's just, that's just a preference. All right, that's just me. But I mean, there was a battle between Blaney and Keselowski. Oh, that was just beautiful. You had slide jobs, you had crossovers, and dirty air was not playing a factor. It was playing a little bit of a factor, okay? It wasn't not a factor, but it was minimal. You could, and it was hard to pass, but it was still Liam, my good friend Liam on Twitter, Liam Brotherton, he always says sometimes being hard to pass is a good thing, and that's true. Too hard to pass, no, but if it's just a little bit hard to pass, like New Hampshire is, yes, it's a good thing. Martinsville is kind of the same way. Martinsville, it is hard to pass. Fantastic racing. Great battles throughout the day. You had the Fords were running up front, so you had Keselowski, you had Harvick, you had Almirola, and they were running up front, Blaney as well. Didn't see Joey Logano throughout the day. Don't know where he was. I thought Keselowski was probably going to win for a long period of time, just because Keselowski's so good at these type of racetracks. He usually gets stronger throughout the race, and I thought he was going to win, but no, here comes Smithfield and Eric Almirola. I will say this about Eric Almirola. Smithfield. Listen, man. I've never seen a sponsor stick by their driver so much. Like, Lord have mercy. Eric Almirola got a loyal sponsor. He was 27th in points this season, and Eric Almirola has been underperforming for a little bit. And Smithfield stick by him, man. And that's why he's still in that car. So, man, I don't know what Smithfield is. Is it like food or something? I got no idea. But I'm going to go look it up. I'm going to go look up what Smithfield is. I'm going to give them some positive reviews. I might buy some of their products because, my goodness, they are loyal. They spend a lot of money and they are loyal to their driver. A driver who's not really the most marketable driver, but they're loyal. So, good job. And Eric Almirola drove a hell of a race. NBC. Oh, NBC. Thank you guys so much for another little pet peeve of mine that I love. Is the radio communication. They were constantly playing communication from Almirola, spotter, and crew chief. You heard a little funny back and forths. That was beautiful. I would still prefer one day NASCAR goes to digital audio, so like the audio is clear like it is in Formula One. The only reason why they don't do that is because then race fans at the track will not be able to listen. So we still have analog radio, which it sounds like an actual radio, and it's all messed up because the race fans at the track are able to listen. So is it worth taking the audio away from the race fans at the track and then they can't listen to that audio, but then on TV we all have amazing audio and you could, put up that little notification of which driver is talking every point, and that would be awesome. But NASCAR's not gone down that route yet. Hopefully they do. Hopefully there's a way to let people still at the track listen and switch it to digital radios. That'd be great. But without that, NBC was playing a lot of radio communication. You heard Almirola's spotter, I think when he was going after Keselowski, he was like, hey man, you've tried. It's time to lay the bumper to him. Almirola didn't do that. He raced him clean, but you could feel the intensity and see what's going on the track. That was great. It was getting dark because Fox and NBC want 3 p.m. start times, so that's just the situation, with the red flag, whatever it is. The race got shortened by 8 laps. Christopher Bell was running Almirola down, couldn't catch him. Austin Dillon tried his best to slow up Almirola. Overall, great race. Just a great race. Almirola wins. He is now in the playoffs. He went from 27th in points to the playoffs. It's a great story. You love that underdog story, but man, oh man, that is just so stupid. But it's a positive day. I'm not going to talk about playoffs and points. We'll get to that when the playoffs start. My yearly rant about the stupid playoff system. But no, it was a positive day. It was a great race. Fantastic race. I loved it. And it was a great Formula One race. It was a great NASCAR race. It was a great day. I was happy. The only thing not great is my stupid camera that continues to freeze. And it's really frustrating me, guys. It's just so frustrating. I have a beautiful DSLR camera and it freezes because of this stupid cam link and it doesn't work. And it's been a month of trying. Yeah, no more ranting. In the end, beautiful scenes of glorious emotion. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I will see you guys tomorrow, which I'm uploading this on Monday, so I'll see you guys on Tuesday, hopefully. I got no idea what I'll be uploading on Tuesday. There's a lot of things going on right now. I've had to make a lot of videos I'm not expecting to make, and then I'm trying to plan out certain things, and I still have to make other videos. I still want to do F1. I still want to do NASCAR Thunder 2003. But there's a lot of other things. There might be random news that drops in NASCAR that I might have to make a video on. So it's a really busy time right now. So I appreciate all your guys' supports. Comment down below. Please, camera, do not freeze. Please. Thank you. Okay. Comment down below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram if you're not already. All the links that you need are in the description below. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Patreon members, Sunday evening. Enjoy the rest of your day on Monday to all the YouTube subscribers. Thank you, by the way, for 53,000. I know this outro is going on a little bit long, but we hit 53,000 subscribers recently. Subscriber count's going up. View numbers are going up. Everything is continuing to go up, and we're heading heading into the prime time of the season for myself, because we're heading into that August, September, October months where the new game comes out. I'm going to be really busy. I'm really excited for it. Thank you guys for all the support as always. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace out.